Hey, what up, y'all? Back with new content TV. You heard? Anyway, y'all, so we got a big fight coming up, and I know how you guys feel about it, right? I know people saying that boxing has become a circus and all that. I don't think it has. I don't think it has. I think this is good for boxing. It's called entertainment, people. You know what I mean? Boxing is entertainment. You know what I mean? Jake Paul versus Tank Davis, man. And Jake Paul is the type of guy that likes to pick the easy fights, right, man. He wants to make sure he doesn't get hurt, and he thinks just because Tank Davis is a little guy, right? He thinks that because Tank Davis weigh about 140 at the most, you know what I mean? It's about 5'2", 5'6", something like that, whatever. You know what I mean? Jake Paul thinks that he just got to bully him in the ring. You know, his brother, Jake Paul's brother, came with bully Mayweather in the ring. You know what I mean? Jake Paul's brother was getting beat up in that ring, and he was 2 times bigger than Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? So the difference between Floyd Mayweather and Jake Paul's brother, right, is that Floyd Mayweather is older than Tank Davis, right? When he fought Jake Paul's brother. Now, Tank Davis will be fighting in his early 30s. This young man still got a lot of youth in him. You know what I mean? So he's not some old dude. Tank Davis just got done fighting Roach. You know what I mean? A couple months ago. Tank Davis is highly fit. This dude is a professional boxer, man, in his prime. And Jake Paul thinks just because Tank Davis is a certain height and a certain weight that he's going to be able to manhandle Tank Davis in the ring. You know what I mean? Jake Paul going to try to knock Tank out. He's going to try to do it. He's not going to be able to do it, man, because this is why. First of all, Tank Davis is, even though he's short, he's fast. Even though he's small, he's agile. Tank Davis got to be running all over that ring, man. He's going to tire Jake Paul out because, you know, Jake Paul got a lot of weight on his body, man. You know what I mean? I hope that Tank Davis hit this dude so hard that he takes off his tattoo on the side of his head. You know what I'm saying? Best believe it. You know, Jake Paul really believes he got a chance, man. He really thinks that he wants to put Tank Davis in his resume. He wants to say that he's big, that he beat Tank Davis. But listen, Jake Paul, man, you know, at the end of the day, Tank Davis not in your weight class, man. And we know why you picked Tank, because you a pussy. You know what I'm saying? And you only fight old men, and you only fight people that you think you can beat up because they're smaller, right? I hope that Tank Davis proves this whole situation wrong. I hope that Tank Davis knocks Jake Paul out. A lot of people say, well, Tank Davis won't be able to knock out Jake Paul, you know, because he's a little bigger. What? Man, your head, Jake Paul's head is not made out of steel. Jake Paul's head is still human. Jake Paul's head can still get knocked out. What you talking about? You know? All Tank Davis got to do is hit him with that uppercut that he's famous for, and it's over for Jake Paul. You know? Once Jake Paul feels Tank Davis' power, man, he's not going to go in so comfortably. He's not going to try to box him inside. He's going to try to avoid Tank Davis' punches, and he's going to try to jab him. But all Tank Davis got to do is let Jake Paul feel his power. That's all. That's all he got to do, man. It's going to be Goliath and David up in that ring, man. I believe that Tank Davis going to be moving around a lot in that ring, man, to the point where Jake Paul's not going to be able to keep up because he's chubby. He's a fat dude. I still think I don't care that he boxes. To me, he's fat. You know what I mean? And he done great against retired fighters. That's good. I mean, he fought a 60-year-old retired Mike Tyson. You know, and I honestly believe that Tank Davis got to knock out Jake Paul. I'm going to put some money on it. I'm going to put some money on this fight because I got a very good feeling that Tank Davis got to knock out Jake Paul. You know, Jake Paul does get, he tires out, man. He tires out, man. Like almost in the last rounds. You know what I mean? He tires out. Tank Davis is known for the stamina, man. Tank Davis is known for his boxing IQ. What makes Jake Paul feel like so comfortable that he think he gonna box? He gonna be able to stand there with Tank. Man, I'm paying for this fight. I've been paying for a fight for a long time. You know what I mean? I just been out the way a little bit. It's nothing that intrigued me to want to pay for a fight, even in the UFC, man. It's no good fights right now. There's nothing really exciting for me in the sports world, right? For me to pay attention to or pay for. But this one I want to pay for, man, because I want to see Jake Paul get knocked out, man. I want to see this white boy get knocked out, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because of anything else other than because this dude really thinks he can box, man. And grant you, hey, listen, man, I'm no hater. I'm not biased. I'm not racist, something like that. I'm going to say that Jake Paul does have the skills now, man, because he's been in the ring with some retired fighters, right? And he's developed some skills, over time. But Tank Davis has been fighting since he was a kid, Jake Paul has been wrestling with his brother and playing YouTube and been on this Disney kids, man, So we're going to see, man. We're going to see. And to this day, I feel like Tyron Woodley threw away that fight, man. Ain't no way Tyron Woodley would have lost that fight against Jake Paul. I just don't understand it, man. I don't know why Tyron Woodley didn't clutch him a lot and boxed him on the outside. It's just Tyron Woodley it's just a better fighter, man. I don't know, man. I just don't trust Jake Paul when it comes to some of these fights, man. I feel like some of them are got to be fixed, man. Like, especially the Tyron Woodley fight. I don't get it, man. Anyway, so we're going to see, man. We're going to see. We're going to see if Tank Davis is going to take a fall. And if he take a fall, he'll get 50, 60 million. If he doesn't take the fall, he's still going to get paid out 40 million. I don't know, man. I don't know how it's go. I don't know what they're talking about behind closed doors. I hope that Tank Davis don't play along with his antics and lose a fight on purpose just to gain a bigger bag. I hope that's not the case, man. I just hope that Tank Davis just really demolish that dude up in there, man. Tank Davis is just a better fighter, man. I just want Tank Davis to just use his speed and his stamina. That's all he got to do, man, in the ring, and it's over for Jake Paul. All Tank Davis got to do is hit him with an overhand or an uppercut, man. It just take one shot and it's over with. People keep saying that he's not gonna knock out Jake Paul. We're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. Jake Paul needs a reality check, and that reality check comes with a knockout. I'm talking about a brutal beatdown. Once he get a brutal beatdown and knockdown, man, that man is not coming back to the ring no more, man. The reason he's still in the ring is because nobody gave him no challenge. And that's the reason nobody gave him no challenge, because he's fighting old people, retired people. That's all. This is the youngest fighter, the most professional fighter that Jake Paul is going to fight. And the guy is 140 pounds opposed to Jake Paul's 230 pounds. And Jake Paul's about 6'1". And Tank Davis about 5'6", 5'7", something like that. Cherry picking. But it's all good. We're gonna see, man. See, you can underestimate Tank Davis. I don't know why you going to underestimate Tank Davis. It's kind of like Tank Davis fighting against Ryan Garcia, because Ryan Garcia is taller than Tank Davis. The only difference between Ryan Garcia and Jake Paul is that Jake Paul is 230 pounds. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be the same way. Tank Davis got to move around on that dude. You know what I mean? And he's going to knock out Jake Paul. That's my prediction, y'all. Anyway, what's your prediction? This back with New Content TV, man. Let me know in the comments what y'all think, man. What y'all think? Y'all think that Tank Davis is going to knock out Jake Paul? I think so. I'm predicting a knockout. You know what I mean? On the 6th, 7th round. Probably the 8th. You know what I'm saying? And I will be paying for this fight. You guys might want to tune in because I might go live and I'm going to show the fight a little bit, not too much because of copyrights. But if you guys subscribe to the channel, I will be going live on that night, on that day, to watch the fight. All right, y'all? Y'all might want to tune in and subscribe. Anyway, y'all, if y'all watching me on TikTok, go to my YouTube channel, subscribe there. If you're watching me on YouTube, go to my TikTok channel and subscribe there. All right, y'all? This back with New Content TV. Holla at me. Yeah.